Good morning. I got some vastly different weather than last night. Last night it was about 50 degrees, and right now it's about 30 and snowing. So, yeah, again, welcome to Southwestern PA. These guys here have been cooped up with all the crappy weather, so this morning before I go out to the shop, I wanted to get them some exercise, get me some exercise. So we'll do, 2-mile walk here and then get into the shop and make some razors. But yeah, it's winter again. Good morning, Devin. Devin loves being on video. Alright, so if you watched a couple videos ago, I was having issues with the brake releasing on this machine. And it's still been giving me intermittent problems, so I'm going to dig into it a little bit more. So to start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this panel off. This is the rotary, so this is what causes this to rotate. I'm going to take the panel off here because that solenoid is behind this panel. So start by taking that off, and the goal is to get to the solenoid and maybe spray some brake cleaner or some air oil into it and try to loosen it up and get it unstuck. Alright, so I have that panel off. Now if you look in here, here's where air comes in, follows this air line down, and back here is the solenoid. Now this is the switch that activates the solenoid. So on my other machine, this switch went bad. So it could be the switch going bad, or it could be a stuck solenoid. So I'm going to dig into this a little bit here and see if I can figure anything out. Alright, so I sprayed some contact cleaner in it, and I purged the air a couple times, and now this is what it should sound like. So you can hear the solenoid kicking on and off, which is the brake. So I'm going to button this back up and try to run some parts and see what happens. Alright, so I just started this machine back up, and it seems to be up and running again, so keep an eye on it and hope for the best. So we do a lot, well, when I say we, I mean Devin does a lot of deburring with X-Acto knives, to pick burrs out with X-Acto knives. And there's the occasional slip and poke, so she's bled a couple times. As have I. So we're trying out these new cut-resistant gloves. It seems like, I just put one on, it seems like you'll still have some decent dexterity with them, but they do resist cuts. So I'm going to let her try these out for a week or so and see how she likes them. And the good thing is they're smart touchscreen compatible. Always important. Alright, the boys have wrestling practice tonight. We actually have wrestling photos, so I go a little bit early. Get ready to get changed here, head into wrestling. And then, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I'll start up machines once the boys go to bed. I'll go back up, reload the machines up, start those back up. We listed more winning razors today. I actually kind of did it on accident. We were going to list them in the next day or two anyways. Well, I accidentally put one in stock, and when you put one in stock, it sends all the email notifications for anyone who's signed up for the back in stock emails. So once that happened, I was kind of forced my hand. So if you ordered one today, I appreciate it. There are still a couple left, so they've lasted longer. Like I said, we'd more than doubled the batch size this time. So yeah, there are a couple left. Not many, surprisingly. But we're still finishing them up, so if you ordered one today, it's probably still going to be a couple days. I would say they'll probably ship, so today's Wednesday, they'll probably ship Friday, maybe Friday, probably Monday, because we do, like I said, I accidentally put them in stock, but it'll just be a couple extra days. So if you ordered one, thanks for the order. This video will probably go out before we ship them, so but yeah, off to wrestling. Good morning and welcome to Thursday. So back out here in the shop, I have Sagami running behind me. It's running winning handles right now. This machine's running BYOR orders, and then the other Haas is running winning heads right now. So this machine over here that was giving me the fourth axis brake release failure is continuing to do so. It's intermittent, but it's becoming a headache. So I have a call in with Haas, who makes the machine. They're going to call me back in a little bit and see if we can troubleshoot that. I had the same issue on this machine about a year ago, and it was the switch rather than the solenoid that wasn't behaving properly. So I had to change out the switch, and ever since that machine's been good. So hopefully that's the case. That's a pretty easy fix. But yeah, we'll see. As of right now, it's running, but yeah, that could change. So we're going to get a Aylesworth order packaged up and shipped today. I'm a little bit late on that. Sorry, Caleb. But we'll get that out the door today. Have our small business meetup this evening, so knock on wood, I'm hoping it's a productive day, but it seems like I always come out here with a plan, and more often than not, within the first half hour, that plan just goes to hell and, you know, putting out fires. So hopefully today's a productive day. Alright, that's about a wrap on today out in the shop. I'm loading this machine up to run another round of orders here. It'll finish up before the end of the day, so I'll come back out here later tonight, start it up one more time, let it run overnight. That hog's still running winning heads, and the Sagami just finished up the winning handles, so I won't have time to change it over tonight, so I'll just shut it down for the night. Today's Thursday, so we have our business meeting, so I'm going to go let our dogs out, grab my computer, and then head to the business meeting so I can get some higher level, maybe some marketing and yeah, probably marketing stuff done tonight. So yeah, that'll be good. And that's all I got. Good morning and welcome to Friday. These dogs needed some exercise this morning, and we're fortunate enough to live on about 150 acres. We live on my in-laws' property, so Ashley's parents, and they have about 150 acres. So we have access to lots of trails and lots of nature, which is nice, and the dogs like being able to run free, so I'm going to take them for a quick walk here, and then I got to hammer out some stuff in the shop, and then later tonight we are driving up to Pittsburgh to watch Pitt wrestle Oklahoma State. There's some significance to that match. So the associate head coaches for one for Pitt, one for Oklahoma State, they both wrestled at my high school, at Waynesburg High School. My dad was their coach in high school. The coach from Oklahoma State, Coleman Scott, was a Olympic bronze medalist. So we're going to go, and they're each only a couple years older than I am. So we're going to go up, watch them coach against each other. We're going to take the boys. The entire Little League team's going up, so it should be a fun time. But first things first, walk, and then get some stuff done in the shop. Good morning, chickens. Chilly out today. Alright, so I'm finishing up a little bit of programming. These are actually Paradigm Razor parts, so not our parts. These are Andy from Paradigm. So the programming software I use is called Fusion 360. It's an Autodesk product. But one thing that's cool is after you're done programming an operation, you can run a simulation and then do a stock comparison. So this is comparing what I programmed to the model and giving me anything in blue is excess stock, so that's stock that's left over, and that's because the corner radius on my end mill is bigger than the corner that's on the model. I think he had a sharp corner in here, so that's okay, there's no problem there. Red is essentially gouge or excess material removed, and all that is I put these little edge breaks and little chamfers on here, which is what you want to do. They were just modeled with sharp edges, which is typical. It's fine. I do the same thing, just model the sharp edges and then put the chamfers on when you're programming. So it's nice, you can see that if something's gouging, something obvious, or if you've forgotten to program a part or program a piece of the part, it'll show you blue, like, hey, there's a bunch of excess stock here. And then obviously all this blue on the bottom is what I'm holding on to of the stock. So then these will get flipped over into op 2, and I will mow all this down and finish the second operation. But we're going to go, I've already done some trials of these. We're going to go, I've made a couple adjustments. We're going to go run another op 1 here of the Paradigm Diamondback base plate. And as I was just saying, you could simulate what you're going to see on the machine. If I want, I can pause it and I can actually show the actual tool holder. I start it up again. So this is what's going to happen on the machine. This is good to make sure there's no collisions or any issues. 3-axis is pretty safe. Once you get into 4 and 5-axis, this is pretty important to make sure your holder or fixtures, nothing's going to hit. So this kind of shows what you're going to see on the machine. Alright, so I made good progress on the Paradigm base plate today. Op 1 is pretty much good to go. And then I'm going to work some over the weekend. Get op 1 of the top caps done, cut some soft jaws for op 2, and we should be rolling there. And then I got to get the handles running on the Sagami, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. So you can see it looks pretty good. These are titanium. Everything came out pretty much right to size. Everything within a thou. So looks good. Since these slots are going to be critical features, because that's where the top cap is going to mate with the base plate, one thing we'll do is we'll use gauge pins to check every part. So this is a .083 gauge pin, and it should go, and it does. So it's kind of hard to see, but it slides all the way through the slot, all the way down. And then this is actually a .085. Actually, sorry, 086. This is a .086 because it's 084 plus or minus 1. So 086 should not go, and it does not. So this is one way we'll make sure that the mating between the top cap and the base plate is very snug and there's no slop back and forth. You also got to make sure that these are the right size and the slots aren't too, or the male counterpart on the top cap isn't too big, or else they won't even go together, which would be a disaster if you found that after you ran them all. So these are features that we're going to check in process and make sure everything's running good, because they are very critical. Well, we were at the Pitt, Oklahoma State match. I let Ashley and the boys out about half an hour ago. The last, I don't know, quarter mile to the place is just packed full of traffic. I think I've sat in traffic for an hour now. The match started 20 minutes ago, so at least Ashley and the boys are in there. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I think I'm almost to the parking garage now, so hopefully I get to see some of the match.
Let's go, Luca!
Very smart kid, very smart. Channel surgeon. He really enjoyed it.
Good morning. We had a good night last night at the Pitt, Oklahoma State match, and now it's bright and early Saturday morning. Lincoln's wrestling back up by Pittsburgh today, so we're getting ready to head back up there. Link, you ready? All right. Bless you. Saturday night, Lincoln wrestled today, and now we get a date night. So we're down in Morgantown meeting some friends. These people that are eating pizza are looking at me. We got some snow, so we're gonna try to do some sled riding, huh? Landon's still at Grammy's, so it's just me and Link. Let's see what we can do. Okay, grab your sled, let's go. It's cold. Okay, give it a big push and go. Good one. That didn't work. So that didn't work. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Quit screaming. Oh. Good one.
Again.
Lincoln, let me see your face. Yeah, we had. Here, look up. We had fun sled riding for a little bit until your face slowed us down, huh? Yeah, a little bit of blood.